All right. Good evening, folks. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. My name is Stevie Aquilina. I live in Sydney, Australia. And wherever you are tuning in around the world, I want to welcome you to this very special Zoom. I'm going to kick off by doing a presentation on something I promise you will find not only very interesting and very exciting, but very important, especially in today's world. The information I have to share with you this evening may have never been more relevant to you before than what it is right now in the current situation that we are in. Everyone in the world, and I mean this with complete sincerity, everyone in the world needs to know about what I have to share with you this evening in more ways than one, in more ways than they may realize right now. So I'm going to start off by sharing a little bit of information, and then we're going to interview someone who is having an exceptional experience with the information that you're going to hear this evening. So I want to say to you with a fully sincere heart, I should say, a fully sincere heart, that in these times especially, I hope you are very well. I hope you are very safe, and I hope you are feeling very secure. All right, let's kick things off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Tonight, what I will be sharing with you is the most significant health science breakthrough of our lifetime. A very advanced breakthrough, 10 to 15 years ahead of its time breakthrough, a category creating breakthrough that for 2 decades science had declared was impossible. A breakthrough so impactful on the human condition that global pharmaceutical companies offered to pay millions of dollars for the sole rights to the technology. However, they wanted to shut it down. They wanted to take it off everyone, leaving both reputable medical and business minds very concerned that this may have impeded the actual release of this life-changing technology to the world. So before I tell you what it is, let me tell you very quickly what this is not. This is not a drug. This is not a vitamin. This is not a mineral. This is not an antioxidant formula. This is not secret herbs, spices, exotic berries, fancy juices, super shakes, essential oils, magic magnets, alkaline waters, electrolyte waters, laser lights, roots, and magical 5,000-year-old tree, lotions, potions, gadgets, or any of the other really good stuff out there. I don't mean to make fun or mock any of those things. There are a lot of good things out there, very good things, but I just want to be crystal clear that what you are going to see tonight is literally an entirely new frontier of science. So unless you have seen or heard of us before, you have probably never seen or heard of anything like what we have before, because it is a first and one of a kind. What is it? We are talking about ASEA REDOX cell signaling technology. Now, ASEA REDOX contains active redox molecules. These are the exact same cellular messages that are made natively within your body that affect gene expression in a positive way, helping to protect healthy cells, repair unhealthy cells, and replace damaged cells, keeping cells functioning in optimal levels as they should be. Now, we are all made of cells. We live and die at the cellular level. So healthy cells, healthy life. However, with age, diet, stress, toxins, and other environmental insults, our cells break down and our body's ability to make redox signaling molecules declines daily. As such, our cells break down even more, and with it, so does our health, our wellness, and vitality. Now, ASEA takes science very seriously and is highly committed to ongoing research with world-renowned universities and leading laboratories, proving the potential of redox signaling supplementation, demonstrating the safety and efficacy of the redox products, certifying them as safe and effective in everybody. ASEA REDOX users enjoy cell signaling benefits, which translate to health at its most foundational level. ASEA REDOX has been scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, and modulate hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. Now, ASEA has additionally also been scientifically tested and shown to enhance your body's own production and efficiency of antioxidants by up to 800%, lower oxidative stress, and it's also proven to be 100% safe, 0% toxicity, because these redox signaling molecules go beyond mere ingredients, go beyond nutrition, even go beyond being natural. These redox molecules are native to your body. They're what's in your body already. So you can't have an allergic reaction to them. And any health challenge, and it doesn't need to be a health challenge, it could be a health goal, right? You might be here because you have a health challenge or a loved one who has a health challenge, or you might be here because you want to have better health or you don't want health challenges in the future. Any health goal that you can think of, redox users and the doctors are seeing just remarkable results. So we've spoken about cellular health a bit from the inside out, but we're also able to achieve the same cellular health from the outside in. It can be difficult to take photos of everybody who is having an effect on the inside out. I mean, you can hear their stories. We're going to hear a story this evening. We're going to interview a lovely lady. If you're on Facebook, we do have a Facebook group called ASEA Healthy Self. The person who has invited you here, ask them to add you to that group. It's a secret group with hundreds of thousands of people in it. And every day people are posting about what this incredible technology is doing to them. And if you're not on Facebook, we do have a website, redoxexperiences.com. Again, talk to the person who introduced you here this evening so they can give you access to that website. But what we are able to do with photos is show you how these molecules affect you from the outside in. We have a topical version of the redox signaling molecules called Renew 28. Which is twice the concentration of the drink. And we also have an additional topical redox technology called Renew Advanced Intensive Redox Serum. And this is the Renew 28 topical version of redox, concentrated twice more again. We also have a cleanser and a moisturizer to turn this into a complete skin regime. But what you're going to see is more than just anti-aging, more than just vanity or beauty effects. You're going to see age-reversing effects. You're also going to see healing of the skin, elasticity coming back to the skin, inflammations, irritations, aggravations, other signs of poor health to the skin being rejuvenated, being repaired, being replaced, being replenished. Now, PJ here, you can imagine he's getting a lot more dates, but even the aftermath of getting aid with the inflammation can leave indentations, can leave signs, scarring of what was once unhealthy skin. And as you can see in this picture, over 2 months and over 5 months, not just clearing up the inflammation, but actually improving the skin back to its normal self, back to its youthful, vibrant, healthy self. Now, we do have people that get incredible results in short periods of time, but I want to show you this picture to show you sometimes some people just need to use the products more and for longer. I guess a good rule of thumb would be the more trouble your health is giving you, probably the more effort you'll have to give to the ASEA, more time you'll have to give to the ASEA so we can put more effort into helping your body repair itself. This next photo is of Rosie. This is her results only after 7 weeks, and this is the same person. Almost doesn't look like it. And I wanted to show an update version of those pictures today. Rosie was 84 when she had that first shot, and after 7 weeks, you can see the dramatic results. Rosie is now 86 and 87 now, and you can see she continues to look healthy, vibrant, well, certainly nothing like what she was several years ago. This is Dr. Marty Moran. He decided to do a scientific experiment on his very own face and use Renew 28 on only half of his face and not the other. Can you tell which side he did and which side he did not? If you said that he used it on the left side or his right side, you would be correct. And you would also know right away the side of the bed that his wife preferred to sleep on during this experiment, because she digged the younger dude on that side of the bed. And I've confirmed this with Dr. Marty Moran. So thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Moran, or Doctor, for walking around like a weirdo and doing that experiment for all of us to see. It's really, truly helped us all around the world. It's not just for your face. As you can see here, a picture of arms and hands and bellies and legs and buttocks. Yes, legs and buttocks. Renew 28 has been clinically tested and shown to be able to reduce cellulite. And not just reduce the appearance of cellulite, but in fact, dissolve the subcutaneous fat that is pushing up through the skin and causing the cellulite. A very interesting product, very interesting study indeed. This is a good mate of mine, Sep Hock, and he lives in Queensland in Australia here, and he has a condition that not only you would not wish upon anybody, but a condition that usually doesn't get two consultations from the doctor. Usually you get one consultation from the doctor when you have this type of condition, because most patients aren't able to physically be there for the second consultation. And by using the Renew 28 from the outside in, the redox molecules from the outside in, and the ASEA drink from the inside out, Sep was able to turn this condition around without any what he would say conventional and toxic treatments. Now, it is a universal truth that with every great breakthrough does come great opportunity. How does ASEA measure up? Well, ASEA is based in Nobel Prize winning research. And just to show you how real this field of science is, if you went along to pubmed.gov, where all peer-reviewed studies are published, and you typed in redox signaling, as you see in the search bar there with one L spelled the American way, you would see that there are over 30,000 results. There are very well over 1,500 medical textbooks that have been written and published on redox signaling molecules. It's a very difficult slide for me to keep up with. There are more than 150 studies coming out almost every single month. Now, ASEA is heavily patented. That means that we have no copycats, which means we have no competition. Nobody in the world has what ASEA has. No one. Don't fall for any tricky marketing that will talk about cell signaling. If you look at the ingredients, they will not have redox signaling molecules. They may be able to indirectly, perhaps, activate cell signaling through nutritional ingredients, but they're not able to directly be, enhance the signaling of your body with redox signaling molecules, which are the signalers of the body, because we're the only company in the world that has redox signaling molecules. Now, ASEA holds massive opportunities across all health science sectors, whether it be healthcare, whether it be wellness, or if it be sports science, human performance, athletic performance, or whether it's beauty, skincare, anti-aging, longevity. Now, ASEA's mission is to better people's lives, to be a force for good in the world. So clearly we want to help a lot of people. And look, we can't do that all on our own. And so we are looking for people to help spread the word about redox. And ASEA, they give you the opportunity to earn an income, to earn commissions just by sharing redox with others. Just by inviting them to a Zoominar like this, or inviting them to have a look at some videos on YouTube, or inviting them to look at websites, or jump on some sort of live call, or when we're all allowed out of our house, go to some kind of event. But you receive a residual income, not only from the ongoing purchases made by everyone you refer to ASEA, but also from the purchases made by every single person they and others also refer. So just like when you recommend a good movie, restaurant, cafe, book, holiday, whatever, people tell people who tell other people who then tell even more people, and it's borderless. There are no limits. You and other people can tell as many people as they want. It can spread far and wide all over the world. We're currently officially open in 35 countries. We're worldwide. We're opening new countries almost every single year. And based on existing trends, the annual turnover of this company is projected to exceed $500 million over the next 5 years. However, some are saying that this is the company being very conservative and that $1 billion is very possible. So what does that mean? Well, it means for people, maybe now more than ever, who are looking for a supplementary income, people who are looking for an extra or a part-time or a full-time or a more time or a big time or a legacy leaving income. For smart people, for business-minded people, this is a very real-world opportunity to be paid a residual income or a residual commission from the growth of this global expansion. And folks, let me tell you with a sincere heart, there is nothing better than making a living from bettering people's lives. Now, you also get to join forces with other really great people who are also being forces for good in the world. And you can even be rewarded with all expenses paid trips to 5-star luxury locations around the world and have a really great time with people that not just become really great friends, but like family too. And the good news is you can take your family too. The trips that the company gives you is always for you and a +1. But if you can get family and friends to work with you in the company as well, then you can take even more. Now, it gets even better again. We have an organization, with a charitable organization within this company called ASEA, Advancing Life Foundation. And their mission is to break cycles of poverty, abuse, and suffering. And just some of the initiatives that we've been working on through last year and to this year is fighting human trafficking internationally, providing clean water in Cambodia, building a vocational center in rural Ecuador, and supporting disaster relief funds around the world. Now, the ASEA REDOX signaling molecules are so impactful on the human condition that pharmaceutical companies, global pharmaceutical companies, offered to pay millions of dollars for the sole rights to the technology. However, they wanted ASEA to shut down and to take everyone off REDOX. Thankfully, founder of ASEA, Verdus Norden, he said no to the payout because he felt a sense of responsibility, a real sense of purpose to say yes to the people already experiencing the greatly needed life-changing power of redox signaling molecules. And as demonstrated in this very first and very important decision, and in every other since, ASEA has always and will always put people and principles before ego and economics. This is a very big and very main guiding ethos, culture of our organization. So that concludes the information part of this call this evening. I want to thank you very much for tuning in and paying attention to me, but don't go away if you don't have to. Please don't go away, because we are going to interview a very lovely and a very special lady this evening who has quite a significant redox experience that I'm going to interview her about today. She is a lovely lady. She is a very pretty and beautiful lady, as you will see, not just on the outside, but as you'll hear as we move through the presentation, on the inside too. And I've enjoyed over these past, oh geez, it must be over 1.5 years, coming up to 2 years. Maybe you can correct me in a moment. Her name is Kim Lester. And as the adjective given to me, I like to describe that I am helping her heal her old tart cells. Her words, not mine, and I've latched onto them. I just love that phrase. Are you there, Kim?
I'm here, Stevie.
Now Kim is a, oh, let me just see. Where's my, I've lost my mouse. Oh, sorry, Kim.
You're saying my microphone is muted.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, can you?
Yes. I just can't get my mouse back to the right spot. Sorry. Oh, there we are. Oh, no, I lost it again. Oh, sorry. Now, we jumped on early so we wouldn't have a technical issue, and I'm having a technical issue.
Oh, well.
That's all right. Let's carry on. I can't see you, but that's okay. Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
So, lovely lady, lovely wife, lovely mother of how many children again?
3 boys.
Three boys. Three boys.
Yes.
But you weren't in a very lovely situation when we
No,
first met.
no, not at all, Stevie. Very sick. Very, very sick. Yeah.
So, so Kim went through some extreme challenges with her health that are very complicated, that are quite long to list. These were very challenging and also very taxing and severe autoimmune issues. Again, too long to list, and we wouldn't be allowed to list them anyway, right? As you can see on your screen, ASEA does not claim to treat or cure any diseases. But what kind of situation were you finding yourself in, Kim, when we first met? How was life then?
Oh, life was dreadful, Stevie. I was only going out to have acupuncture done for pain management. I was just so sick. It was terrible. And my body was swollen up all the time with reactions, and I couldn't walk out the back door without having throat swelling. It didn't matter where I went or what I did, I was just getting sicker and sicker. And I had spent quite a bit of money, $5,000 actually, on one specialist to really not get any answers. He told me he couldn't help me.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Tough.
it was tough. It was really tough.
Okay.
There wasn't any quality of life.
Oh boy. Now, I'm going to bring up some photos if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you can speak to us
Mm.
about what's going on here.
Okay, the swelling in my foot and leg, I had a syndrome. I don't know how much I can say and I can't say. And that swelling was constant in my legs. So I was in agony all the time. Not now at all. And I had to wear precious stockings every day. Now, the other ones are, I had a really bad reaction. We bought a special therapeutic bed, thinking that way I could sleep or try and get some sleep, because I couldn't sleep laying down. And it had been sprayed with formaldehyde, and I had 50 plus of these terrible blood blisters come up all over my body, and it was terrible, terrible pain. So that was a couple of months before I actually spoke to you, Stevie. So that was my lowest point, because everything I tried to fix my health, it just backfired. Now, going back to the first photo that you're showing there, a bad rash, I don't want to scare people, but that is actually one of my ASEA REDOX detox rashes. I had clear, I don't know how to describe it, coming out of the pores of my skin. It just smelt like chemicals and heavy metals. And if I didn't wipe it off immediately off my skin, it would burn it. And I still have small times that this happens to me with the detox when I go up to a really high dose. But yeah, it just shows how toxic my system was.
So, and to be clear, we always knew that you were going to go through more of a detox than the average person, because you didn't really have an average condition. You had, quite a stressful condition. As you described, where your cells are attacking themselves.
Yes.
There were lots of names, lots of lists for your for your many conditions that you were being diagnosed with over the years, but really it came back to a dysfunctional immune system and autoimmune dysfunction.
Yes, that's correct.
But what I take from your story is that not only were you having issues with your health, but you were having issues with the treatments that were supposed to be helping. I can see you, by the way. Now I've managed to figure out my little
Have
issue,
you?
which is why I'm not so distracted now.
Good.
Even the treatments were giving you issues in trying to attempt to relieve you of your actual original issues, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything that they said, try this, this should help. I'd end up blowing up and putting on 5 or 6 kilos overnight, and swelling in my throat and everywhere you could imagine. So I had pretty much given up hope.
Hmm.
And even talking about it now, it makes me shake because there wasn't any life. Actually, you can see I'm shaking because it was a terrible state to be in, and my family to watch what I was going through and not be able to do anything. So when I spoke to you, I pretty much thought, here we go. This is a scam. This is just another thing that won't help me, because I'd been through so many alternative, natural, you name it, I'd tried it, and nothing had worked. So yeah, it truly is a miracle for me and my family also. It truly is.
Yeah. Because these challenges weren't just challenging, they were also like very concerning too, right? It wasn't just about, oh, you can't go out and do anything, certainly that. But, it was also, we had to be very delicate with your health too.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So many issues happening. Things not functioning as they should. So when you've got major organs not functioning in your body, you're not getting rid of toxins, you're just drowning in toxins. And
Wow.
that's how I was. I just felt every day I got up and I felt that I had a window of an hour where I wouldn't feel like I was dying. And that's not exaggerating. I really felt every day that I was dying.
Hmm.
And, my family had to watch that and live that, which was pretty tough on them as well.
So I'm going to bring up another photo here.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
yes.
what? So this is what's happening here?
Okay, I'd been on a SEV for about a month
Okay.
and I had an allergic reaction. Now, I think it was to, can I say what it was to? It was a spray. And so my eyes started swelling and I had a lump come up, which was the way my body used to actually react. I had multiple lumps throughout my body, and they could be the size of the head of a pin and get to the size of a small egg and create nerve pain from the tip of my head right through to my toe. It was horrendous. And this time, it came out above my eye. And I started spraying a sear and I had some extra doses. And I think you've got some other photos, Stevie, so that was within 40 minutes.
Okay. So the allergic reaction, you said it was to a spray?
Yes, a chemical spray.
Oh, not the ASEA spray.
No, a chemical
Ah,
spray that a friend had used and we went to visit.
right.
And my reactions were always delayed. It was the specialist said because it was always in the tissue of my skin, I wouldn't always react like people do to nut allergies and whatever. This was a delayed reaction. So we'd been there the afternoon before
Right.
and
Right.
very painful.
Okay.
And as if my eye was bruised. Well, you can see in the photo. And within 40 minutes from constantly spraying REDOX into my eye, that's what happened.
Yeah.
The photo on the right, yeah.
Yeah. Unreal. Whereas before, if something like this happened to you, what was your
What would
strategy?
happen? The swelling, it would sort of be like a, how can I describe it? It would start there and it would go all down one side of my body. So if it started there, I would end up getting lumps all throughout my body. and wherever the lumps came up, it would become very red and inflamed, and the pain was just horrendous. So this time, no. I didn't feel real well because it detoxed me. But yeah, I had extra filtered water, and the next day I felt great again. Where before it could go on for 7-8 days, and sometimes I used to have to use. Can I say what I used to use, Stevie?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, EpiPen, but that made me so ill. So I really tried to avoid using it. So now if I feel that my throat's a little bit funny or it's reacted, which I don't get full swelling, I just use the spray, have extra doses, and I constantly have a spray bottle of REDOX with me. And I haven't even got a current EpiPen.
Right. Right. Wow. So I'm going to bring up this next picture.
Ugh, yuck. Yep.
What a difference, huh?
And that was, I think I told you it was 2 years, but that was 3 years before. Okay, that was when I was having hair colour that was actually making me react,
Right.
because I didn't want to go grey.
Right.
Vanity. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And it's not until you look back on photos you realise just how blown up you are. You know, it was anything from 4 up to 8 kilos I could put on. So can you imagine what that felt like?
Right. Wow.
Yeah, just the whole feeling. So
Up
it
to
wasn't
8
just,
kilos, you're talking about like when you have a reaction, it would put that
yeah,
much on you
yeah, overnight.
overnight.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Terribly uncomfortable, but also terribly risky for your health too, right?
Yeah, for all your major organs,
Wow. My
definitely.
goodness. My
Mm.
goodness. So I've got this photo, as I think this is this is our final one.
Yes. Yeah.
That looks like your mum and dad up top, and then you and your husband down the bottom. Is that right?
It does a little, doesn't it? It does a little.
That's not how it goes.
Not quite. So the top photo was, as you can see, Dottie May, our puppy dog. She was born in the June, so that's June 2018. And the next one was our wedding anniversary, April 2019.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
2018 to 2019.
Yep. Yep.
And the top is the older photo, as in
Yeah.
2018.
Yes.
Wasn't that incredible?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Real quick, you've got an awesome story yourself, but you gave me an update. And if you wouldn't mind backtracking and telling just quickly the full story about what's happened to Dottie.
But how much can I say, Stevie? I can't say her condition, can I?
Well, I think it's okay to say that there were crystals.
Yep.
Forming.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Very sick little dog. UTI, crystals forming. Very, very ill. We took her to the vet December 2019. This could lead on to another very dangerous condition that required a really major operation. So we went to Hobart. We were going on holidays, and we had her on antibiotics, anti-inflammatories. We got home 7 days later, she'd finished, and she was as ill as she was before. So it was a weekend. I thought, right, this is the time. I started her on a SEA, and I took her back to the vet a month. Well, actually, I'll go back. I started her on the ASEA, and within 24 hours, she was almost as if she was back to normal. And then we took her to the vet a month later. Her pH levels had improved. There was only half of the amount of crystals in her urine. And the latest update was yesterday. We took her back. She was due to have an ultrasound, because, yes, what the crystals can lead on to.
So
It wasn't.
were they looking at doing some kind of procedure
Yep,
for
it was
those
an operation.
to get to those crystals?
No, crystals lead on to another problem.
But they were going to do
Um,
the operation to get rid of the crystals, were they?
no. What happens is they were going to do an ultrasound yesterday to check whether she had another condition that the crystals
Oh, that
are
they would have
indicative.
caused. Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you were just about to say you've gone to get the ultrasound.
Yesterday, and of course they check her urine, and the pH had gone from 8.4 to 5, so she swung a little bit too acidic, but not one crystal, so no ultrasound,
Wow.
meaning it hasn't formed into the other problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
And
and
yep,
doggies can't lie. They can't beat placebo with dogs.
that's right. It either
Yeah,
works or it doesn't, right?
yep, that's right.
And that's it. Redox molecules are redox molecules. It doesn't matter whether it's a human
Yep,
or a puppy or any other kind of animal or a plant. Redox molecules are
that's right.
present wherever there's more than two cells. There's redox molecules being produced.
Yeah.
And Dottie's off special diet too, I read.
Yes, yes, she is. She's allowed to start eating all her other stuff as well that I cook for her.
Wow.
Is Yeah, so that's good.
That's fantastic. That is
So she will not be going off redox.
yeah. Well, I'm sure she's happy about that, considering she can have all of her other goodies that you probably cook for her.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is phenomenal. So I guess if you could maybe tell us real quick, um, what what is life like now compared to before?
Well, there really isn't a comparison because I didn't have a life. It was just such a big struggle. If I stood for 5 minutes, my leg would swell. I'd be in chronic pain. I'd have muscle spasms. It was horrendous. I've started living life again, which is really good. Yeah, there's no comparison whatsoever for me, none. And for my family also. My son and I spoke recently about it, and he said he'd resigned himself to the fact that perhaps I wouldn't have been here in 12 months' time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
When your vital organs aren't doing what they should be doing, how can you continue to function? You can't.
Yeah.
I still have relapses. I still have bad days. But when I say bad day, it'll be an hour or two. It's not a relapse that lasts for 8, 10, 12, 14 days, up to a
Mm.
month. So the recovery is really quick.
Well, that is phenomenal. I'm so happy for you. Happy for your good man Ian, and happy for your boys and the rest of your family. And I'm really happy too that because let's face it, the conditions that you were going through are tougher than what most people have to go through, which also meant that your healing journey has been tougher than what most people have to go through as well. And that you have had the intelligence to figure out what this was, and the trust and the diligence to stick with it even on some bad days. And I know you've had some bad days.
Mm.
You've had some days where most people would have quit, but I guess that's what I'm curious about. On those days, especially in the early days, where this was, maybe whipping your hiney a bit in regards to a detox, what kept you going?
Um, it's crazy. I still felt quite euphoric. It's hard to describe. I had moments I'd say to my family and friends, okay, is this still helping me? And they'd say, wow, you need to look in the mirror again. It was just so noticeable with family and friends within a month. That's why I had all these family and friends saying, we want what you've got. And
So are you saying that when you were doubting
yep.
what was going on, whether it was good,
Mm-hmm.
people were noticing that you were looking better? Is that?
Oh, yeah, they were shocked. Some people were absolutely shocked at the
Wow.
change in me. Yeah.
So
And
when
I've still got a lot of healing to do, Stevie. I realise that.
yeah.
Um, yeah. And I must correct you. I'll tell you how long it is. It must be 15 months. No, 16 months I've been on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
2 years I plan that I'll be able to have a hip replacement that I wasn't able to have before
Wow.
because of a lot of issues with drugs, with
Wow.
pharmaceutical drugs, not other drugs. Pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah. Well, I was glad you clarified that, because there's probably not much else to do in Tasmania, right?
No, that's true. Now, don't be rude.
No, look, we love you, Kim. We really do. And, and you're also putting a great effort forward too in leading the way with this as well, and making sure other people find out about this. And, I know that you're exceptionally good at getting the word out there, but even more exceptionally good in, guiding people through this and helping people through this, coaching them on how to heal their body and how to listen to their body. And for all that you've gone through, and for what you're doing, I sincerely thank you. And Sarah and I
Thanks, Stevie.
truly love you for that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I really appreciate you coming on this evening.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's been phenomenal. I know a lot of people are going to get a lot out of this. So we'll get this recording out soon. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And thank you, good man, for allowing me to have your time as well.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, to you, thank you very much. I'm just going to make us big here. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you. And again, I just want to extend my thoughts to you. I hope that you are staying exceptionally well and exceptionally safe and exceptionally secure in these exceptionally strange times. But I want to thank you very much for joining me. And I want to thank my guest again, Kim Lester. Thank you for jumping on.
Thanks, Stevie. Bye.
All right. Bye for now.